G'day guys, Ravenscare here, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Hermitpack. Last episode, guys, we end up finishing the house off. Add a couple of extra additions to the little cottage. We'll just take a quick tour before we get stuck into what we're going to do in this episode today. So, I ended up putting it like just a basic fence around, just to stop zombies and skeletons getting over the fence. Before I started the video, I actually had a cat. Could hear this meowing. I was downstairs getting some stuff ready for the episode, and I could hear this meowing going on. I'm going, where's that coming from? I was sort of digging, and come upstairs, and there's a cat stuck in the gate just here. So I sort of cut away this that post and went to cut him out of the gate, and ended up hitting him, and he sort of enraged and started chasing me around the house. So ended up sleeping, and then he despawned, so I couldn't actually tame him. But wasn't too sure how to tame the cat. I think you need milk or fish or something. So if you guys want to leave a comment below, if I get another one that comes around, I can tame him up, and you can stay with us in our house. So we ended up putting the fence around. We got some green cactuses. That took a bit of effort. That Pie went off searching about 2.5 kilometers away in the desert that way somewhere. Farm's going quite well with the worms, as you can see. Got plenty of bread and toast cooked up. So we'll go back in here, and I think we did stuck. I actually added a chest into the floor here. It's just got a lot of food in it. 3 furnaces now to make this fireplace area look quite sexy. Downstairs we actually expanded this out. We did our drop mine going down to, I think it goes down to about level 12. I haven't got any diamonds yet, unfortunately. Still on the hunt for that. Even gold's been a bit elusive. Down in here we're actually going to build, this is going to be where our smelter is going to be, under the house. So I've just sort of marked it a 3x3 already, so got some bricks smelted up, but today we're actually going to look at doing our basic power and ore doubling setup, and that's going to go into this wall just here. So I've got most of the stuff ready to go. Before I do that, I remember last episode I was talking about doing like a Hobbiton build, so sort of medieval Hobbiton style build in this area. It was a good idea by Pie, something that he's been wanting to do for quite a while, and sort of we started it. So what we've done, pretty much this top part of this hill is actually going to be Bagend. So I actually got a map floor plan of Bagend. It's not going to be exactly to scale, and it's going to be a few things off, but we've done the best that we can so far. It's been the last couple of days just sort of working out what sort of textures, what type of wood. We've been gathering a heap of different type of wood from around the different bios and sort of planning it out, as you can see. And not too fussed on this green texture of the wool for Bagend, but we might find something else that might suit a bit better. So this is what we've done. So this is going to be the entry point to Bagend. And we've sort of done the first sort of entry hall through into the parlour, which goes that way. Just to sort of get a sense of style, how it's going to all look. This is like the spare bedroom, which overlooked the Shire. So it's going to be a big work in progress, and we'll go through and do some videos in regards to how we actually build it and how it all comes out. So we've actually sort of done the floor plan. We have done the floor plan to the best of our ability. It's quite a big task and undertaking. A tree just growing up in here. What the hell? But it should look pretty sweet once it's all done. It's going to be the dining room through here, and then it goes into the kitchen, which goes out through to the eastern hall. That's the western one. Smoking room's in behind there. The corridor leads through to the pantry. We'll have the parlour in through here. So these are all, so it's going to open out. It's all going to be glass open. So it'll be inset back into the mountain, and it should come up quite nice. So that's the progress that we've got at the moment. So that's going to be a task, and we'll do, as I said, we'll do a couple of videos on that. But what I want to get done over here today is actually get some ore doubling process and some machinery happening down below. I don't really want to ruin the top part of the landscape, because we actually want to terraform most of this into Hobbiton. We're going to sink everything machinery wise, smeltery wise under the ground in a little starter house. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to look at doing basic generator. We're looking at whoops. So looking at probably doing the Furnace Mark 1 generator from Simple Generators. And what we need for that, we just need some stones, some iron, a normal furnace, and a block of redstone. So I just think I need to do just a basic generator. I think that's all I need. Oops, something's happened. Can't access any of my inventory. Oh, there it goes. Bit of lag. I've made one of these sack of storage. They're great. It gives you like a double chest size as part of your normal inventory, and it's very, very handy for actually getting the sort of the rubbish out of your bag that you want to use into a little sack. So different to the other one that we had before, which actually moves chests and crates around in one hit. A great little addition if you're going to play this pack. So I think we needed the basic furnace. I think we should be right to craft the generator. So with this pack, you can actually, if you've got everything in your bag, you just click on the move items, and it moves it from your bag into the crafting table, like that. And then if you haven't got everything there, it'll actually show up in red on the previous menu or what you're missing. So we've got everything there. We'll just take that out. So we've just made our, whoops, just threw it on the floor. So we've got our little generator. So I'm going to chuck this down. Like that. What we might do, we might put that in the middle. I think we need, so we're going to need some coal, I believe. Just chuck in half for now. She puts out 64 ticks, which is pretty good for this for a start of generator. It holds a million energy, which is great for what we want to do. Okay, so we've got that ticking around. So we're going to go through and actually going to make our a sag mill. So a sag mill will actually give us our ore. So it breaks down the ore and gives us some dust. We've got everything. So we're missing some stuff. So we've got, I don't think we've made the piston yet. So cobble, some iron, and just some planks. So we've got cobble. We need a little bit more cobble. Got plenty of it. So we got everything there. So one piston. We already had. Silly me. But anyway. Machine casing. Okay, so we need to make. So we've already got the iron bars, we've got the iron ingots, so we just need to make this basic capacitor. We should have everything there, yes we do. Beautiful. We should have everything there for the machine casing, which we do. It's so much easier than just clicking on it and bringing it all out. It's great. And that should be it. We should have everything there, which we do. we do, we'll take this back downstairs. I suppose I could have crafted it downstairs, but anyway. That next to it, and that should be powering up. Yep. What we can do then, do this box, and we'll grab some iron. We can chuck all our iron ore in here, and it'll actually give us 2 dust. Just like that. If you chuck some flint in here, it gives the opportunity, you'll actually get an extra might be like nickel ore, you get something different, just like that. So we've got cobble out of that one. We don't need anything extra out of it at the moment, so we'll just keep going with the iron on that one. The other thing we need to do, we need to power, because we're going to make this sort of system an automated system a little bit. So we're actually going to get this to, we'll get a couple of chests, and we'll get it feeding and moving across so I can move. But we need to make some energy conduits from, I think it's from energy conduit. So we got it from Ender.io, and we need conduit binders, and we need some conductive iron. So conductive iron, I think it's iron and redstone cooked together, which we need to cook that in the aluminium smelter, which is what we're going to make next. Dump it on the other side here. Let's see if we've got everything for it. Missing, so we need a couple of furnaces, we need a cauldron, which we've got, so that's that one done. Missing some copper, to cook up some copper. Got some in here, bauxite. So you can see that we've got some tin powder, we've got some nickel dust as well. We're going to chuck that copper in there. I'm going to get 2 out of this one. So I haven't got a lot of copper. We've got some gold powder, nice. And some more well, we've got more copper because that's what I was actually after, was copper. Upstairs, and we'll cook up the copper very quickly. I'm just going to have a sleep. Get rid of our friends out in the garden. Get rid of this nickel. The tin powder, get rid of that. Okay, so we're making a basic capacitor. Okay, so we've got that. Machine casing, that. So what else do we need? So we just need to do, need some furnaces. Cheat. Three of them. And that should be, oh, just need the iron. Oh, I'm missing some iron. Just quickly cook up some iron. One, 2, 3. And that should be it. Yep. Beautiful. How's this powering up? So almost halfway. Fill it up with the rest of coal. This should be getting some power now. Yep. And what we can do, we chuck our iron. I believe some of that. So you've got to cook the iron first from the bar, and then chuck your redstone in. It takes a little while to cook through. There we go, conductive iron. Nice. So we'll let that cook through. What we're going to do, we're going to set this on to doing some gold in here. Okay. That in there. So yeah, so that's sort of like a little basic setup that you need to get your ore doubling done or started. I'm going to do, I'm just going to let this stuff smelt up, and I'll get the rest of this conductive iron done so I can make the bindings, and I'll be right back, guys. Right guys, back. Okay, we're going to make some, we've got our, what's it called? Conductive iron, so we're going to make those conduits now. So we've got, I actually did double, didn't realise that they actually cook up, cooks up two at a time. So I've got plenty of conduit binders. So it's just 6 and 6, and then 3 across, and gives us 8. What we're going to do, run that. Shift click. Just like that. So it's all connected now. So this is the setup I've done. I had a bit of an issue upstairs. Should have sunk the room down another level because it's sort of taken away the blocks at the top. That's alright. I had to do a path anyway, so all this roof part's got to be tidied up yet. But what I've done, so we've got a generator here. So it's ticking on. We need to get some more coal because I've run out. That feeds into the power going to this. So she's chockers. Chest on top. We'll chuck in our get some ore from here. We'll get some copper, and we'll grab some. We had some tin, so we'll grab some tin ore. So we've got 35 tin ore. Chucked it in there too. So we'll chuck the ore. The ore now will actually go into the top. Chuck in the tin and the copper. That'll go through this machine now. Breaks it down. It's going to drop it into here. Move it into this chest. It's already cooking it up. You should see it move across, see, in there. Straight out into the alloy smelter. Smelts in there. Goes from there up into this chest here, and that's the end product. In that there at the moment. If we can disable that, we don't want it to do. It's all smelt. What does that do? Alloys only. Okay, so it's not going to pull through the won't pull through the cobble. So the cobble will just sit here. Get that gold pulled through next. that's pretty much it. So yeah, so that's our basic. So we'll tidy up this back part. We might just do. I've got some mossy bricks here, so we might just tidy up. It's all going to be changed anyway, so I'll leave that. What is stair? Not too sure if we can make mossy stairs or not. Oh, yeah. So I'll probably end up cutting all this out anyway. I won't be able to effect up. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So that's it. We've got our production going now, which is good. I'll just take the rest of this ore that we have. That I've got a lot anyway. I've actually got to go do a heap of mining. I'm very slack on that part. I got stuck up building the hobbit hole Bagend up the top, so I spent a fair bit of time over the weekend of building that and getting that all planned out. So this is what we had to do at the top, so those two slabs I had to replace with these two here, so I just sort of made it into a path. Sorts, and we'll continue that path out the gate. Alright, so the other thing we're going to do, I don't think we've got time in this episode to do it. Probably do it the next one. Next one we'll actually set up our Tinker's construct. And what I'll do between episodes, I'll actually finish this room off, so I'll put all the brick on the floor, do all the walls, do the ceiling, and tidy all this up here, get all this all nice and looking, and chuck in the Tinker stuff on this side, and we'll put in our smeltery down the bottom, and we'll get started on our Tinker tools. In the meantime, I'll probably go down to the drop mine and actually look for some more ores to get this production going quite efficiently. And actually, that's annoying me there. Before we go, I'm gonna get rid of that. Looks better. We'll do that. Looks good. Looks good. So yeah, so I'll go down to the drop mine and we'll gather some more ores up and get this machine running to its maximum capacity, and get some churning out some. We're not worrying about chasing around getting ore all the time. Now we've got this doubling machine going. So yeah, guys, I'll leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Any comments or questions down the bottom, please feel free. If you anything you want me to add or go more into as our journey goes on, please do so down the bottom. Have a quick sleep. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like key, guys, and speak to you next time. Have a good day.